Now we are going to discuss about the demo model of shaping machine. There are about different parts in the shaping machine. First major part is the base. Above the base, this portion is mounted. This portion is known as the column. Above that of the column, there is a ram. In front of the ram, this portion is known as the tool holder and the workpiece which is fitted into the workbench vise. And this portion is known as the table or saddle. Okay. And this is the P-slot which is I had already explained in the class, which is used to fit the bench vise in the table. Okay. First, we will going to discuss about one by one. Base. The base material is made up of cast iron. Why it is made up of cast iron means during the machining process, vibration creates. With the help of the cast iron, the vibration gets into the ground. That is one of the major ability of the cast iron. It helps to stability of the workpiece material during the machining process. This is one of the major portion of base. And above the base, all the other components of the shaping machine has been mounted. One is the column. This portion is known as the ram, and this portion is known as the tool holder, bench vise, and table. Inside the column, there is a quick return mechanism which is mounted inside the column, and this portion is known as the ram. This portion slides to and fro motion. That means it moves forward direction and then it moves the return direction. Okay. While lifted on time condition, during forward stroke, the ram moves slowly, whereas in the case of reverse stroke, it moves speedily. For that mechanism, we are using the quick return mechanism as it is mentioned in the chart, and also we are discussing during the class level. And this is the tool, and this box is known as the clapper box. During the forward stroke, the clapper box moves forward direction, and during the return stroke, with the help of the clapper box and the ram, the portion of the tool moves speedily when compared to that of the forward stroke. And here it is the bench vise. Here the workpiece is fitted, and this is known as the T-slot. In this table moves upward direction. In this shaping machine, the tool is in the stationary motion, whereas the workpiece moves to and fro motion. Whereas in the case of planer, the table moves to and fro motion, whereas the tool is in the stationary motion. That is a major difference. Discuss about the milling machine. Milling machine, it is a type of machine which is used to produce different types of operations such as gear. We can use it to produce the gear. We can also use it to produce the cam profile. We can also produce the flange surfaces. Likewise, many machine process can be then carried out with the help of the milling machine. In this type of milling machine, we are using the rotary cutter. Whereas in the case of lathe machine or in the case of shaping machine, we are using the single point cutting tool. Here it is the multi-point cutting tool, as it has the more number of edges. Now we are going to discuss about the different components of the milling machine. This portion is known as the base, and this portion is known as the column, and this portion is known as the overarm. This portion which is there, the rotary cutter is fitted. This portion is known as this rod is known as the arbor, ARBOR. And then this is an indexing mechanism. With the help of the indexing mechanism, the workpiece can be tilted and we can cut the workpiece material without the removal of the workpiece. Okay. Now we are going to discuss one by one. Base. This is the part where all other components of the milling machine has been mounted. And inside the base, there is a supervision for the mounting of the reservoir. It acts as a reservoir for the cutting fluids or coolant. And this portion is known as the column. Inside the column, it has the motor. The motor which is connected to the spindle is connected to that of the arbor. While we switch on the motor, the spindle rotates and then the arbor rotates. As the arbor is connected to the rotary cutter, the rotary cutter also rotates, and with the help of the cutter, the machining process takes place. Above the column, we have the overarm. This portion is known as the overarm. This is used to support the column and also the all other parts. And the most important part is this portion is known as the knee. With the help of the elevating screw which is present here, the knee moves upward direction and then the downward direction. This is one of the major function of the knee. Above knee, there is a part is known as the saddle. With the help of the saddle, the workpiece we can tilt to and fro, rightward direction and also the leftward direction. And with the help of the rotary cutter, we can cut the material according to our convenience. This is the indexing mechanism. There are different types of indexing mechanism. One is differential indexing, sum of the indexing. With the help of the indexing mechanism, when we rotate it, the workpiece get rotated. While we finish the cutting of the single teeth, we can rotate the workpiece without the removal. So the setup time can be reduced with the help of the indexing mechanism. This is one of the major advantages while using the milling machine. Next, we are going to discuss about this is the one of the type of milling machine, horizontal milling machine. There are also about other different types of milling machines such as universal milling machine and also the omniversal milling machine. In case of universal milling machine, we can tilt the table to that of the certain angle. This is the case of universal milling machine. Whereas in the case of omniversal milling machine, we can also tilt the knee to that of the certain angle. This is the major difference between horizontal, omniversal and universal milling machine.